We still watching?
Want to watch one more?
We can do one more.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Michelle.
This is Thor.
And we're a millennial couple trying to live on one salary
And get out of debt
while still living a content lifestyle.
Join us in our journey as we live lots on less.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Ryan, and I just want to tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to introduce to you my beautiful wife. I grew up in the Chicago suburbs, and I lived there until I was about 13 or so, 14. And then I moved to southern Indiana, and that kind of brought me to Louisville because I ended up learning about the University of Louisville, and I went to school there for a few years and wound up hanging out in Louisville for the last 10 years. And I did spend a year of that in Minnesota as well, the cold tundra that is Minnesota. It's actually really beautiful there. But yeah, so I love music. I've played piano since I was 6 years old. I really like piano and saxophone and playing guitar. I also really enjoy being outdoors and being completely disconnected from the world. I love that we have cell phones and technology and internet and amazing things that seem like magic. I really do love those things, but they also overwhelm me a lot. So being able to just get out in the wilderness, like, I'm okay doing away with all of that, at least for a period of time, to just be able to enjoy nature, to be able to slow down and be with friends, sometimes do it solo. So that's always really fun. And I enjoy just hiking and making a fire. But yeah, back at the apartment, I like making old fashions. And when I have the ingredients here and spending probably about $1 an old fashioned instead of $11 at the restaurant, that's always fun. I really like going on long walks with my best friend, Thor. Just got married a few months ago, and I'm very excited to have found my adventure buddy, or two. She came with a sidekick. So I like that we're living this extreme life now. So, and that's what we're doing. We're a millennial couple that's trying to pay off debt, like we said earlier. You know, some people will live completely on rice and beans and literally eat nothing but rice and beans. Or I used to eat nothing but he will. But those things aren't sustainable and aren't necessarily good for your health to live that way like all the time. And so we've decided to say, hey, like, let's live well below our means. Let's truly sacrifice a lot of things. But there are some things we just genuinely care about that we're not willing to give up. You know, things like we do care about sustainability. We do care about the planet. My wife has taught me all about the ways that we can do that. And sometimes that means spending a little bit more on a sweater because you want a sweater that hasn't gone through some process that's been hurtful to the earth. And the tag that we're living less on less, because we are trying to live on less, but we're also trying to do it in a way that we can sustain and that fits into our lifestyle and the things that we really care about. And now you can meet my lovely wife, Michelle.
I went to culinary school. That was probably like the highlight of my early 20s. Shout out to all those culinary peeps. I speak fluent German. I feel like everyone that knows me knows that. And it's not as cool anymore as it used to be, but like when people find out about it, it's pretty cool. I have I'm a firm fan of Justin Bieber, which you can take it or leave it. I also love the Foo Fighters. I have I do love music quite a bit though, all that to say. As a kid, my favorite food was spaghetti. Not really crazy about it to this day. Now I'm really a big fan of nachos, and we're vegan. Hey you guys, my name's Michelle, and I am from a small town in Mississippi, and I left Mississippi for the first time for an extended period of time at 17 when I went to travel abroad in Germany, and it was one of the coolest and most frightening experiences of my life, but it also allowed me to confront myself for the first time. After Germany, I went back to Mississippi, finished high school, and then immediately left to come to Kentucky with my then partner, and we embarked on a journey that was very short-lived. And from there, my early 20s were just a complete wreck, full of lots of challenging situations, hard situations, and quite frankly, really stupid situations that I put myself in, and sometimes that I didn't put myself in. But through all of that, I survived strictly by working side hustles, trying to go to school with student loans, and ultimately by getting myself into a heap of, you guessed it, credit card debt. Throughout the last couple of years, I've seen a lot of growth in myself, both professionally and personally. And I chalk a lot of that up to the people that I surrounded myself with and just the constant support from friends and family alike. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that although I see a massive difference in myself, there's still this lingering portion of my past. And that, quite frankly, is that I left my financial life in very poor shape. So now that even though I'm in a great place, my career is going well, I have a partner that I'm married to, whom I love, I'm paying off a lot of things that I use, a lot of that credit card debt, a lot of the student loans I'm still paying on. And it's because I didn't really think through what those choices were going to lead to and how long those choices were going to take me to pay off. So here we are, paying them off, living well underneath our means, and choosing the harder pieces of life right now and sacrificing quite a bit so that we can do that for the future.
So this is Thor, and Thor is truly an adventurous dog. I think one of his favorite things is to get in the car. He never knows where we're going, but he always finds it exciting. He's a great car companion, but he's also great on the trail. He loves to hike. And
he has his own backpack.
He does. He's got a backpacking backpack. And he keeps his treats and his toys in there.
You're good.
And he eats 3 square meals a day.
3 square.
He's got little crunchies that he likes to eat. What else about Thor?
So Thor's 5. I know a lot of people will probably ask eventually. So he, you can't really call him a rescue. When I was in high school, I cheered with a girl and she was looking for someone that could rehome him. So he is also from Mississippi, born and raised. Born in Mississippi, raised in Kentucky, but
he's a southern dog. He's got a southern
You okay,
bark.
bud? You can sit up. So he's from Mississippi. I got him at 1 and he was already housebroken. The only thing he ever really ate that was kind of crazy was remote controls. So he's grown out of that. But he has been with me for the last 4 years. So we're going on our 5th year together, which has been really neat. He's truly my best friend outside of Ryan, and he's a lot of fun. He's crazy, but he's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he really is a great dog, and he makes sacrifices right along with us in this whole journey. He would love to have a yard, but we're working to that one day.
So we
That's
take
part of our
him
motivation.
before anyone hits us with the nasty comments. We do take him on several WALKs.
I think he can spell. Every single day. So he does get out quite a lot. One of us will try to run home over our lunch breaks if we're both working the same day, although we also often have very different schedules, so a lot of the week one of us is at least home with him and can take him out, can play with his favorite toy Lammy. So we do keep him pretty active, and he's actually in excellent shape. Just a little bit of a round shape. And he also hates this chair.
He hates it. So we're going to let him get down. But this is our babe.
So if you want to join us in that journey, we would love for you guys to come along and to share your stories as well with us, and to comment, and to follow us on social media. You can meet us at Hey Olexa. So check us out.
Thank you guys for sticking it out with us to the end of this video. Join us next time as we truly tackle some debt together. And as always, budget wisely and compromise kindly. See you next time, guys.